This is BlaKBoxXRadio live coming at you tonight, and this is the Dressed Up Dope Fiend Show. Tonight, what I'm going to do, I'm coming from my heart, and I hope y'all enjoy the show tonight. As everything comes far as comes to pass with my growth in this show, I'm changing by the second. So I want you to like, subscribe, and share this show with everyone that you can. And I'm on every third Tuesday, the third week of the month. So I hope you enjoy the show. I want to talk about what is present and things that I'm going through, and like the maturity in spirit, mind, and body that I'm going through, and for society, my impact on it and its impact on me. Right now, I know I talk about how things are going great, but also I'll let you know for as when you're on roller coasters and things like that, for as saying that you'll have bad days. Some days you'll fall, but you'll get up. What I've been battling with is alcohol. And it's it's a day-to-day struggle. I'm not having withdrawals from it or anything like that, but I'm drinking a lot. So then that lets me know that it's anything that you do too much of it's not good. Everything is moderation. And for some reason I don't have moderation with this. And I was blaming grief. I was blaming the kind of job I do. It's very stressful. But what I start finding out is that it's me. It's the choices I make. So if I was on heroin for 32 years, and for 32 years I made a choice over a substance that I couldn't control. So you would think that I would learn from that. You would think that that would become part of my life arsenal. But it's man, I'm looking at this now, and I'm finally embracing that bread that I was neglecting at first, as far as that heroin habit. It's really starting to work now. As far as I see the same patterns, I see the same that it doesn't work for me. I have my daughters, all my kids are in my life now. My daughter took me out Monday, treated me out to dinner. My oldest daughter took me out Friday. My youngest daughter, she texts me good morning. She checking on me, which I never had her do that, but now she's doing it. she actually is starting to be comfortable with building a relationship with me. My son, which like, man, the only time like when you will hear from him is like sporadically, but I'm in another state, so he's not into like material things. Like when you send him money and stuff like that, he wants you there. He'd rather spend time with you. So, but even him, he's starting to reach out now, starting to share things to me that before he wouldn't even open up to me. The point what I'm making is that I have a lot going on that is beautiful in my life. And I have one foot on this, in another door of this old person that I won't let go. And so I'm learning that I never could accept good things in my life. But I'm learning that it's okay. I'm learning that a lot of things, as far as like I was prideful in, I mean, like all these clothes, everything, like material stuff that I have, but I still don't have legacy or generational wealth. I'm not just talking about money, as far as I'm talking about knowledge, spiritual wisdom that you can pass down to your kids and grandkids, where you can keep that going. I can't hold on to that old person no more. That old person, like I've been like going into the mirror, and it's like it's crazy because I'm talking to myself, being honest with myself, starting to forgive myself. I'm starting to realize that I'm starting to see that I have to make better choices and better decisions. I can't hold on to moments or things that happen to me as if they are now. Um, I have to keep moving. Everything moves. Everything goes forward, and it's okay. I know I might seem like I might be rambling right now, but like this is hard. Like even like tonight, like I drank. You know what I mean? And I had to ask myself. I was like, "Yo, you got a podcast, yo? What kind of behavior is that?" And I was like, "Yo, that was like when you would sniff dope and you would lose your jobs, lose your relationships." So it's like I'm starting to associate the drinking with loss instead of like fun. Who does that? Who drinks before a podcast? Who drinks before? It's like me setting fire to a wooden house or a log cabin that I just built out in the wilderness. Like all this work is what gone. And that's how I'm looking at my life now. Who am I? That's what me and my producer was talking about. And he played this rap song, which was dope. It's like, who am I? What am I here for? It has to be more than what a person can tell you, or what a book, or what a YouTube, or what wisdom. It has to be more than that. It's like when a bird just know where to go at. It's like we all know it's a source that you can just tap into. Who am I? Why am I asleep? Like these are the questions I'm asking myself right now. Because at the same time, how can I say, hurting myself. Who does that? That's like I have gastritis. I have a weak stomach lining. And the last time I went to the doctor and they put the camera in my stomach, the doctor said, your next step is stomach cancer if I keep drinking. Who does that? Who does that? And you can't like blame no one because no one put a gun to your head and made you drink. That's what I mean by I'm starting to own this. I'm starting to accept that I'm just wanted. I'm a part of a population that take things to the extreme, and certain things I can't indulge in because I don't have no middle ground, no balance. I'm starting to accept that. I'm starting to accept that. Like when I look at heroin or I look at things like hard drugs, I look at them as bad. But alcohol and weed and things like that, I don't look at that as bad. So they even add another layer of complication, like to how I see it. I try to normalize it. I'm going through grief. Man, I'm about to get married. I got to pay for this goddamn ring. Man, I deal with on my job for as people that are suffering. And it's like you never get an escape from it. So I put it on that because as soon as I get off work, I come downtown, it's still here. I never get a break from it in Baltimore. So that's an excuse. And I'm starting to realize that, man, it's me. It's me hurting me. It's me not loving me. It's me. It's me that made that choice. And all the pride in the world, that false pride, I'm starting to recognize I'm just a scared little boy with a bunch of insecurities from when I grew up and I was picked on and all kinds of things, that I won't let that shit go. And what's so crazy about it is you be thinking that you let it go, but you never did. You just disguise it with other shit. You disguise it with your haircut. You disguise it with your fake nails or whatever you do. You disguise it. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with looking nice, but I'm saying like I have like over 40 pair of shoes in a studio apartment. Who needs fucking 40 pair of shoes? Who can even justify that shit where I don't even have a foundation? I'm talking about a solid foundation that I can pass on to my kids and grandkids and keep this name going. And what I mean by name, not this like last name, but my bloodline. When am I going to stop being selfish and be like, damn, yo, you want them to suffer like you? Who going to be the one that just make the choice and the decision to sacrifice? The decision that like, yo, enough is enough. And as the head of my family, I'm talking about my clan. When am I going to set the tone? Because everything goes through me. Everything goes through a masculine energy into a feminine energy, which is the incubator, which gives birth to everything. But without me, you wouldn't have the life to incubate. Everything runs through me. When am I going to take that responsibility? When I'm going to start teaching like my grandkids culture? I'm so focused on alcohol that I'm not focusing on important shit. Why won't I do like a man of passage with my grandchildren? Like my son too old, but like with the young ones, where they can see and have that feeling of I'm coming into manhood, where you make it an honor, a ritual a ritualistic belief that they practice it, that they embrace. And now they embracing manhood. They wanna learn how to become a man. That's all I'm saying. I'm focused on the wrong shit. I'm focusing on past stories, all kinds of shit. But not just talking to you from my heart. I mean, we all going through it. And I love my people. But I belong to 12 tribes, but only belong to one. So why do I want to take all 12? Or all 11, let me correct that. I can't. And these are the things, like, I'm starting to, like, formulate within me, like, that's all. I mean, I'm starting to formulate. And what I mean by tribes is, like, people with your, like, character, your, like, morals, your, like, beliefs. I can't take everybody with me. It would never work. That's why Malcolm X never could unify people, or Martin Luther King, or Marcus Garvey. I can keep naming. You will always be the first black this, which is not true. It don't have no meaning to it. But when you start getting with your tribe and you starting to come together and y'all acting in love, nothing can stop y'all. That's what I'm trying to figure out, these things. That's like, you take like me and my woman, for instance, my fiance, you take her, we have generations, we have siblings, we have all. What the fuck are we going to pass on? And the only thing I'm focusing on, drinking, TV, Puff Daddy, and all that bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. I know it might seem like I'm talking in circles, but I'm talking some real shit right now. All I'm focusing on is external shit. This shit is crazy. I know I overtalk. We got to do an ad and stuff. I'm just flowing right now, and I know Queen probably fuss at me, but I'm just being me. This what I do. Sometimes I feel like a nut and sometimes I don't, but right now I don't feel like a nut. Right now I'm on some real shit. I'm on some true shit right now. Y'all don't ask that fucking question. Who am I? I ain't talking some shallow shit. I'm talking about looking in the mirror type shit. When you can look at shit that you done buried in subconscious and shit like that, and you can look yourself in the face that one night of misjudgment and still be like, I love you. When you can accept all of you, I mean all of you, and start loving yourself from there. And not just tell people about the good shit. Always painting yourself like you the best motherfucker on earth. Nobody fucking perfect. You can mature, as far as that word, perfect, but nobody fucking spotless. How the fuck are you going to judge somebody else and you can't even accept yourself because you did shit or you have certain ways about you that's fucked up? I'm talking some real shit right now. Embrace all of you and start loving yourself from there and see how you do. That's some hard shit. And that's the state that I'm in right now. I have no excuse for alcohol. I just make bad fucking choices. But I must be making some good motherfucking choices because I have all my kids in my life. I have a beautiful fiance. My mom loving on me again. I have family back in my life. I have kept a job for 2 years. To y'all, that might not seem like much, but I never kept a job no longer than a month or a couple, like no longer than 4 or 5 months. I never kept a fucking apartment. I'm moving to this place, that place. When the motherfucker drought hit the city and you can't sell that coke and you got a fucking dope habit, the rent is getting spent. Because no matter how much coke you sell, I'm living day to day. And the more coke I sell, the more dope I will sniff. I'm being real right now. And that's the same thing like with the alcohol. That's like a dope habit. By the time I finish buying $18 and $20 bottles and shit like that, I know it don't sound like much, but buy about 3 of them a night and you eating crazy as a motherfucker from 7-Eleven, knowing you got gastritis, knowing that you got pancreatitis, knowing that your kidney can't push out salt good, and you eating up a 7-Eleven hot dogs, quarter pounders, those fake ass wings, and you wonder why your blood pressure soaring, and then you was on blood pressure medicine, now you're not on it, and you doing goofy shit to go back to high cholesterol, to go back to a fucked up kidney, to go back to this and that, to go back to blood pressure pills, to go back to pills that take away your good cholesterol levels. That shit crazy. That's the shit I'm talking about. All right, we're going to pay some commercials. We got some commercials and check out these ads. Thank you. Yeah, I'm back. And like, I thank y'all for sitting here with me. I know some people might want to hear like stories or whatever. I'm a kind of person, like I say again, I talk from my heart, and that's when I'm doing best. And I'm like an open book. I go into treatment tomorrow for like 5 days. And what was crazy about that, because I love money so much, but yet, like I say, I'm like a walking contradiction because at the same time, I don't love money. Well, let me say, it's not that I love money. I'm fearful of not having money because when I was homeless, when I got work, when I got hurt working for the city, and I had nothing, that was scary to me. It was scary to me when I didn't have money for a blast and my withdrawals and ills were setting in. That was scary for me. So it's not that I love money. I'm fearful of not having it. And me taking off 3 days this week, it's like I chose just to trust in God. I chose to trust in this process. I chose to love me more than money. I chose to love me more than that job. Because I can admit I have a fucking problem. And the problem is I make bad choices. And when I make a lot of good choices, but when I make bad choices, goddamn, they like a fucking atomic bombs that set off in my life. I look at everything within 2 years that I have. In 2 fucking years. I mean, I was in the Navy, got a radio man. I was a radio man, got a top secret clearance, all kinds of shit. I've been all around the world. Oh, shit. I've been all around the country. I've been to cities, and my homeboys would tell you I go to city with $30, and within 3 months, I'll be up like 10 G's. But once again, it don't mean nothing, because when you have a dope habit, and the 10 G's would be like, bam. But the point what I'm making is that I never could keep nothing. But for the first time in my life, I'm keeping things. It's like my relationship, for instance. It's like I make the right choice in this relationship. I know that if I do anything, because I had good women before and I fucked up. So I know if I do anything contrary to doing how I want a person to treat me, then that it's not right. That's what I'm saying. I'm maturing in my thoughts. And I'm just looking at like a lot of shit, like, because the reason why I was talking about us as a people in the 12 tribes and all this and all that is because, like, I look around at our people. Some of us are hateful. Some of us are so loving. Some of us are so fake. And then I said, damn, man, I can go to other people and they're the same way. So it's just one people. But what makes the difference is your experience. You had one group of people that grew up in caves. And I'm not being racist right now. I'm speaking from my heart. And they had to hunt. During the wintertime, can you imagine? There ain't that much shit out there. So that means you have to dominate another person's space. That means you always in competition. So that's those people. Then I look at us, right? Like, if you go to Africa, you can fit motherfucking Europe, India, North America, parts of South America, and Africa as one. It's so spacious. You don't have to be like that, but you will defend your people or defend your land. But you will welcome people on your land. But the point what I'm making now is that I guarantee you, even with the caveman people that lived in caves, that they had people that was fuck ups, that was hateful, that was loving, that was alcoholics, that was taking mushrooms and getting high on them, whatever. So what I start learning, that it's about a person's character, morals, and a person's belief system, a person's integrity, what a person value. What a person value speaks a lot about them. And so what I learned is I'm not searching by skin color and things. I'm searching by people's spirits. I'm searching by what's in you. And that's what I'm trying to build with this podcast. Like-minded people, where we might not believe in the same God or believe in the same creation or whatever, as far as how it was created, whatever. That's cool. But one thing we do have, we have integrity, we have morals, we have character, we have virtue, we have standards, and our values are similar. You can create a nice community with that, because a community is communication and a unified people And so that lets me know that that's not us. We are not a community of people. That's why I say that instead of trying to take everyone, we need to start like focusing on those that are like, but different, but like in those core values, but different where you never get stagnated because you don't have different thoughts of how to build and build upon that in spirit, mind, and body. That's what I'm thinking about. How can you level up that? How can you, like the farm on Monroe, that community farm, how can you get people to start planting seeds there where the farm can grow or where they can get more money so they can expand through other parts of the city? It has to be like people that share those kind of core values. That I'm tired of eating poison food. I might still have to eat it, but goddamn, we can start tending to our own gardens and growing our own things instead of just focusing on bullshit. And I'm owning mine because I'm focusing on bullshit. Shit that don't even matter. And I'm being real with it. If I want to throw money away like that, man, I got an LLC. I could have put it into that. I ain't do shit with my LLC yet. I got 2 books copyrighted, 2 children books, good as shit. And I'm not just saying that for me. I'm talking about people who read it and they love it. Didn't do shit with that. I have a podcast that I'm not even like promoting like that. Not even like putting my energy into like I'm putting in the drinking. So imagine if my energy from drinking was put into these things. Imagine if it was put into me. That means that my lady, she gets a better man. My kids get a better father. My grandchildren get a better grandfather. My mom and dad get a better son. My environment get a better person that can be more impactful. This is the shit that I want to talk about tonight. I know some people be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking? I'm talking some real shit. How can we start focusing on the right shit? That's why I started with me. Because Queen told me, Queen said, how you going to do something or talk about something that you ain't doing? So I'm making the first step. I'm going into treatment. Yeah. How you want to talk about building something and you not even invested into it? That's what she taught me. And Queen teach me a lot of stuff. And I salute her. That's what got me on that. That's what got me here to this point. And I'm not doing nothing far as with me, but I'm trying to do everything with everyone else but me. So no one benefits from that because the only thing I'm doing is serving with no fruit. I'm just serving where I'm doing it because I'm a compassionate person. I'm empathetic. I'm doing it because that's who I am, but it's no fruit with it. It's no where we can build a foundation on it. And what I mean by that, the Black Panther Party was a movement. They was feeding the community with nothing, but they made it. What I'm trying to say is when they was doing shit, they built upon it. They built a foundation. When I'm doing shit, I'm just being compassionate. I'm just giving $2 out to a person that needed it at that moment, but I'm not doing nothing to change lives. I'm just giving moments. I might have been impactful in that moment, which 100 other people that led down to this person making a decision or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you're not just changing one life, but you're changing a motherfucking whole society. Everybody can't come, but man, you have this society that you are building, a new society, a new focus. Why do I need all those fucking clothes? It don't make sense. Why am I focused on name brands? Why am I focused on shit that don't matter? But what matters is building a fucking house that my kids never have to pay for, that their kids don't have to pay for, and keep adding on to the house. Building a fucking business, and not just building a business, but if my business need an electrician or something, that a person within our community that is an electrician, we only use them where the money is circulating within our community, where we sending $1 out, but $10 is circulating within ours, where everyone is prospering. Because even if a person not prospering as much as you, then you can start putting money into like funds. Like when a person gets sick, all of a sudden, man, you can help that person. That person might can't work, and that fund can help them with their bills. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just saying these are that's the kind of shit I be thinking about. And Queen made it a reality because I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just giving compassion and love. A moment. But nothing is changing that fucking moment. Because that moment is still fucking 5 years now. Because the same people that I gave moments to are still fucked up to this day. So what the fuck I'm changing? What the fuck am I doing? Thank you, Queen. So I got to start redirecting my focus and redirecting far as like loving me to where I will put things into action. I will start eating right. I will not put nothing that's going to harm me. Do you know how selfish that is? I have a stomach lining issue and I'm drinking alcohol. And I'm thinking about my kids. And I'm thinking about my grandkids, my wife, my mom, my family, my cousins, people that love me. And I'm even thinking about, like, I signed a contract with BlaKBoxX. And man, I'm not even honoring what I'm doing because I'm putting bullets in a motherfucking revolver playing Russian roulette. I'm not saying that this platform depend on the show, but what if it did? That's selfish as shit. And that's what I'm starting to learn. It's selfish. It's me doing what I want to do because it feels good. And as long as it feels good, that's some selfish shit. That's when a kid go into a cookie jar and lie to you that they didn't go in it. That's the same thing like with the shit I've been through, heroin and this drinking. Oh, it's this, it's that. So that I can deflect the real issue that, man, it's me. Fucked up choices I'm making. And I'm selfish as a motherfucker because I'd rather feel this than loving me. And that's fucked up. I will kill me slowly. But if you told me to jump off the motherfucking San Francisco Bridge, I wouldn't do it. If that's not crazy or insane, I don't know what is. I got to make the rules to kill myself. But you saying just end it quick. I won't do that shit and will be mad at you for even telling me some shit like that. But I do that shit to myself every fucking night. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. And I'm going through these changes right now. And it's like I'm in a cocoon. I guess that's a good word to say. A cocoon. And it's like, it's crazy. But I can feel myself coming out this shit. It's like I'm becoming less and less of like people that challenge me, or people who are the opposite of how I lived for all these years. I'm not becoming comfortable because they help you grow. Anytime you grow, you're not comfortable because you're learning. But I'm okay with it. I'm starting to become okay with it. I'm starting to become okay that I'm antisocial. I'm starting to become okay with that. I mean, I'm social, but to be honest with you, I really don't want to be bothered. And I'm starting to become okay with that. I'm just kind. And sometimes being kind, you get taken advantage of. Or sometimes being kind, people consider you weak. I'm starting to become okay with these things about me that I used to hate. Like my eye color. The color of my eyes, they change all different colors, but they hazel. And I used to hate that shit. Because I went through so much hell because of these eyes. And now I'm starting to accept that that's how I was made. I mean, hating myself for so long. And didn't even know I was hating myself. But I was speaking that shit over me for so long that it was subconscious. Now that's deep. I didn't even know I was hating myself. Calling myself all kinds of shit. All these insecurities. Never thinking I could do nothing. Always wanting a person to do it for me. Because I spoke that over me. I believed that. Didn't even know I believed that. Wondering why shit wouldn't work. Because I don't believe in myself. But now I'm learning too. I'm learning that if I don't bet on me, it don't matter if one person bet. If I don't bet on me, how somebody else gonna bet on you? You won't even bet on you. That's kind of shit I'm talking about. I'm starting to realize that I'm a safe bet. That's where I'm at now with it. But I'm trying to get up to I'm a good bet. Then I'm the fucking winning bet. I'm trying to get that. Not where I'm cocky, but I'm still humble. But I know that when I want something, I'm going to get it. And it's not to show off with. It's not to like for clout or to splurge or like all this superficial shit people are always speaking. But it's because I know that it's mine. I know that it's part of my destiny. I have a hunger for it. I know that it's part of my purpose on this earth. It's just that I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. And I know I can't be stopped. That unseen force that's directing me, but I keep getting in the way of it. Because I want to be a director of a movie, a script that's already written. These are the kind of shit I'm thinking about. I know people probably checked out all kinds of shit. See, that's what I mean by that negative shit. You see what I just said? I know people who probably how do I fucking know? You know, I don't know. But I spoke that shit. That's what I'm talking about. That negative shit. I got one more ad that we gotta do. So I'm sorry if I was talking. See, that's what I'm talking. I'm correcting myself in live time. No, I'm not sorry. It is what it is. That's how I felt tonight. Fuck it. So we gonna do another ad. I'm going to start wrapping this up. But like I say again, I was zoning out again. Like I'm saying again, that I want this to be about not just about some past stories. And it's not going to be serious all the time. You know, right now I'm just going through some shit. But I love the laugh, love the joke. But I want this to be about like whoever started following me on this journey, that we touching each other's lives. I want to be not where a person just listening, but if we share these same kind of thoughts, or we're trying to build together, that we feed off of each other. That I don't give a damn if we exchange emails or whatever, but we building, where no longer is just a moment, but we're starting to take action. That's where I'm at with this. Where it's not just me talking, but everyone is sharing. Once again, communication and unity. Community and communication is golden, but unity is platinum. That's what I'm saying. How can we generate wealth? How can we, things like that? How can we regenerate the family, the Black family? How can we regenerate that? How can we rip apart a subculture of hip hop styles and fashions that was put upon us and go to a culture like how we eat on Sundays? Like when I was talking about last time, when my grandma would clean the stoops, how you would have family come together where they would discuss what's going on and you was going to make peace. Where your grandfather would tell you stories. But as a kid, they was amazing as shit. But now you know that motherfucker was lying. But the story had morals. And as you get older and you start thinking about those stories, you're like, God damn, now I see what he meant. And so all I'm saying, I just hope that this journey that we're taking, I mean, I can keep telling you about my successes as far as doing this journey, and I will. But also I believe that you should hear about that side of me that nobody wants to talk about, but I'm willing to. Because I don't have it all together. I'm trying to figure this shit out in real time. And that's why I'm asking these hard questions to myself. Who am I? And what am I here for? Why did I go through what I went through? Because it's not just because life is fucked up, and because that's not true. This is just a seasonal planet where we at, and everything goes through birth, chaos, harmony, and rebirth. And when you go through labor pains, that's pain. When you go through chaos, that's pain. But you always go through a period, a season of harmony, peace in your life. stillness, quietness, a flow where everything is just right. That's all I'm saying. So I'm glad that whoever tuned in tonight. I just hope one jewel that you take from this is that start being honest with yourself. I've been lying to myself for so goddamn long, playing a character on a stage. Like I told my future wife, I'm tired of being on stage. This is the jewel. I'm tired of being on stage. I'm tired of performing. I'm tired of trying to fit an image that they done put upon us. If I don't own a white picket fence with 2 kids in a house and wife staying home and I'm working, I'm not living the American dream. If I'm not going to college, I'm not living the American dream. If I work at a certain job, I'm not living the American dream. All these images, if I don't look a certain way, if I'm not skinny, if I'm not a certain complexion, a certain color, if I don't have blonde hair, if I'm not light skinned, that's what I'm saying. I'm tired of being on stage. I get beer commercials shoved down my throat. You get clothes. Every motherfucker in the world want to be rich. Every motherfucking body got a hustle, got a story, got this, got that. And forgive me for saying, but some motherfuckers shouldn't even have a mic. But all I'm saying is that I'm tired of being on stage. And I'm coming off that bitch. I'm ready to be me. Not who my mother told me I was, not who school told me I was, not who my friends told me I was, not all that bullshit trying to be accepted, going through all this bullshit of school, don't know shit about me, but they taught me about shit that I never used. I'm tired of being on stage. Fuck that. I'm tired of it. This was the Dressed Up Dope Fiend show. Dope Fiend Timaay coming at you live. And like I say, I want you to subscribe, share, and like. I want you to push those buttons. And I'm on every third Tuesday of the month. And I want you to come back and listen some more. And like I say again, look, I really mean it this time. In that grave, I thought because I wasn't getting high, I wasn't in the grave no more. And what I start recognizing with the grave is darkness. You can be clean and still in darkness. You can be a billion trillionaire, but still in darkness. All this external shit. And what I'm trying to tell you is break through that motherfucking coffin. Climb up out of that soul. You don't go through some shit. And as soon as you hit that light, breathing in. And you're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And I got my hands right now penetrating the soul. I'm about to breathe in light, sunlight. I'm about to become energized. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm saying no to things that I never said no to. I'm making choices right now to help myself. I would have never missed no money. And I'm doing it for me this time. I'll deal with the consequences. Because if I'm not right, man, nothing is right. I come in here on this earth by myself and I'm going out by myself. Everyone be good, bust through that grave and just keep walking. And you're going to fall down. Trust me, you are. You're going to go through some hard shit sometimes, but you're going to go through some very good things. I mean, I ain't going to say good. I hate that word, good and bad. You're going to go through some easy times just as you go through struggle. And just embrace them both. And just always remember the struggle, that's your bread, so that you can make the proper choices so that your struggles become less and less and less. Where the impact of it is not making you homeless, where the impact of it is not making you sick, where the impact of it is not making you lose your family or lose your job, things like that. But where the impact of it is, man, I knew I shouldn't have did this or did that, because it hit you lightly, but it got your attention. That's all I'm saying. Everybody have a good night, and thank you for coming to my show. Like I keep saying, it's just going to just keep getting better and better. I'm telling you. And if you're stuck in with me this long, I appreciate you and thank you. All right.